So I've recently just seen a clip of the Joe Budden podcast where he exposes another person in his industry for being an animal lover. Interspecies romance is funny. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently
This shit is crazy.
Joe Budden is not the only one that has had some escapades with dogs. Okay, real quick, so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Alright, so I saw this clip. I'm not sure how old the clip is. I just want to express this to everyone. I have no idea how old this clip is, but I just recently seen a clip.
This shit is retarded.
Yeah, you can't script this shit.
Can't be scripted.
And in this particular clip that I saw, you have shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. It is the Joe Budden podcast.
Salute.
And they're talking about, I think it's the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Anyway, it could have been anywhere. Charlamagne was somewhere telling a story about a time that a dog licked his nuts. Okay. Now check this out. First of all, recently we have been making a lot of jokes about Joe Budden. And the information that we found out about Joe Budden, allegedly, well, it's not even allegedly at this point. I believe he admitted to it. But basically, a story that came out that Joe Budden basically helped his dogs to completion. Yo, real quick, I want to know, how did Joe Budden's dog look at him? Like, did the dog think, homie, I seen you naked, I know you got a wang just like me? Or did the dog say, well, somebody got to do it? I'm curious. Leave it down in the comment section. If the dogs had to think of one of those two things, which one did you think the dog was thinking? Anyway, there was two. Anyway, they both passed away. R.I.P. The way I hear it, they were extremely loved, and that's not a pun. I'm saying absent, any type of sexual gratification that these dogs was given, they also were given pure love also. So these dogs were loved. They were a part of the family. So that is definitely no jokes about that. I love our fur babies. I love our little children, our pets, our animals, whatever you want to call them, but I love them. So I don't want to, I'm not making fun of that specific aspect. I will clown the nigga all day about jerking the dog off though. I mean, you didn't have to do that. Anyway, so on this particular podcast that Joe Budden's had, he played a clip of Charlamagne Tha God. And in this clip of Charlamagne Tha God, Charlamagne Tha God basically said that he had a dog that licked his nuts.
Yep.
Now,
This shit is crazy.
Before we go any further, I want to tell y'all about a story. There's a dude, right?
Yeah.
This happened years ago. I forgot how long ago.
Yeah.
But there's a dude that used to put peanut butter on his nuts.
Yeah.
And his dog would lick his nuts, I guess, while he jerked off. And the dog bit the damn nuts off. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. The dog ended up biting the dude's junk off. So that was a plan that didn't go as planned. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, so I want to know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Charlamagne enticed the dog? Like, did Charlamagne, throw on some Barry White, go get that peanut butter, put on some lingerie? I want to know. Anyway, what Charlamagne said happened though. His explanation was, this is, if you want to go with it, his explanation was that basically he was sleeping on his couch and one of his nuts was hanging out of his boxers. And for whatever the reason is, the dog came up and licked it. Now, I'm going to say something. Bear with me.
Yeah.
And I'm about to put y'all on the game.
Yeah.
Dogs lick things for a litany of different reasons, right? Ton of different reasons.
That's a fact.
One of the reasons why dogs lick things is because they're dirty.
That's a fact.
Another reason why dogs lick things is because they believe it to be injured.
That's a fact.
Sometimes dogs just lick things because, you know, dogs lick you. They want to show that they like you, they appreciate you, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
So my question is this. If he's laying around in his boxes, that means his legs was exposed. His feet was probably exposed. I don't know. He could have had on shoes or socks. What the fuck I know. But he had parts of his body exposed other than his nuts. How does the dog miss all that other skin and go straight for the scrotum? I need somebody to tell me. Leave it down in the comments.
What the hell?
I want to know.
Oh man.
Does that sound fishy? The dog just went past the knees. The dog went past the knees. The dog went past the shins. The dog went past the thighs. The dog went past, I don't know, his hand, what dogs would usually lick, and went straight for the nutsack. I want to know. I want to know who else thinks that this is weird. Like, yo, homie, I don't care what you're talking about. I've had tons of dogs. I've never had a dog lick my nuts. Never. I've walked around my dogs damn near butt naked, and at times butt naked. I've never had a dog lick my nuts nor attempt to lick my nuts. Nope. Now, with that being said, my point is, well, your nuts just had cheese on them? Like, did you need a shower?
Was the nuts dirty?
And if you didn't need a shower, if you say, nah, I didn't need a shower, man, has somebody been training this dog to do that? Like, is this the dog's job? Like, does the dog wait around for work to start? Like, oh man, I gotta get the licking. I want to know. This shit is retarded. Anyway, also, is the dog still alive? Because I just want to know. Everyone needs to know these things. Because somebody shoot these questions to Charlamagne. I just want to know. I'm pretty sure he got DMs. Anyway,
need to interview this dog.
So Joe was making fun of him about that. I don't know when this clip originated, and the reason why I'm saying that is because for everybody that know or everybody that don't know, pardon me. Right now, Joe Budden and Charlamagne has been shooting at each other because Joe Budden is trying to restructure his contract currently with Spotify. Spotify didn't give him what he wanted, so Joe Budden decided not to resign with them, which is his right. And he's with public with some of the issues that he has with Spotify. And just so we can be clear, him going public with the issues that he has with Spotify helps everybody that's inside of his genre of work. Because that works in his field, pardon me. Because the reason why it helps everybody is because now you know when you run into a Spotify or when you run into whoever, you know what kind of games that they're playing because you're hearing directly from somebody who has them trying to play those games with him.
They hate being
so
exposed.
Joe Budden has successfully, whether people want to recognize it or not, he has successfully let us know how that particular area or that particular field of business, how they're trying to get things to work. They're basically trying to turn podcasters into the rappers of the 90s and the 80s, where we get 5% of the profits and the corporation or the agency in which is making the money off of us get 95%. That's crazy. So first of all, shout out to Joe Budden for fighting that fight. So Charlamagne is basically on the opposite end of the spectrum. Charlamagne is like, who want to be a boss? I want to be a worker for the rest of my life. I just want to be, I just need to convince other people to be workers like me so I can be the top worker. You understand what I'm saying? Charlamagne want to work this is just my impression. I could be wrong. But it seems to me like Charlamagne wants to work for the corporations but he just want to be the top worker. You understand what I'm saying? He just want to be if y'all could think of another word for what I'm describing, can you please put it in the chat? Just please put it in the chat. Well, you know what I'm saying. Comment down below. I'm used to the live stream, so everything's in the chat. Anyway, so real quick, so just so we can be clear on this, also, I'm not trying to like change flip topic or whatever, but we definitely for Joe on this. So for Joe won the fight against the Spotify or whatever, the media,
we don't care about
corporations. So Charlamagne is basically for the corporations, and I'm not mad at Charlamagne either, because he's just sticking up for the worker, while Joe Budden is sticking up for the creative. So it's just they're fighting two different fights, but they also have opposite ends of the spectrum. Anyway, actually, yes, they are opponents. So they're going at each other right now for whatever the reason might be. So we know what the reason is. So I don't know when that clip was, but if that clip was recent, like if Joe Budden's played that clip recent, then expect for him to be all he's in this all. I don't know if you want to have this battle, Charlamagne, because I don't care what's in Joe Budden's background that you could bring up. I just don't know if you want to have this battle. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think. Are you pro Joe Budden? Are you pro Charlamagne? And even more important, the most important thing, period, that this video has to deal with is, do you think Charlamagne encouraged that dog to lick them nuts? Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?